If you're thinking about replacing your windows this year, you need to watch this video first. After helping literally hundreds of homeowners with their window replacements, I found that we usually get the same 5 questions over and over again. And unfortunately, there's a lot of bad information out there that could lead to mistakes and cost you thousands. So that's why we made this video. I'm gonna break down the 5 most important things that you need to know before you replace your windows in 2025. These aren't just random tips, these are exact answers to questions that we get all the time from customers that they ask before we start their window replacement projects. If you want to avoid making costly mistakes and protect your home's legacy, watch this video all the way through. One of the first questions that we get asked when replacing windows is, how long is it going to take to replace all my windows? It typically takes 1 day to replace 5 to 10 windows, but it depends on the scenarios that are involved. So one house could be a single story and another house could be 2 to 3 stories. So the ranch home can easily get 10 windows replaced in a day, and a 3-story house could take 3 days to do the same amount of work. And then other factors are included, such as, is there trim being replaced on the inside? Do we have paint scope involved as well? All of those things certainly would increase the length of the job, but on average, we get about 5 to 10 windows done in a day. So the second most common question that we get when replacing windows is, should I replace my windows first or my siding first if I'm going to replace my siding? So the answer to that is, it really depends on what style of window you're going to do. If you're going to do a replacement style window, then I would replace the windows after the siding, so that when we do the siding work, anything that gets damaged is old, right? So the new windows are gonna go in. After the siding work, they'll be protected and safe. But if we're going to do new construction windows, then ideally we're doing the siding and the windows at the same time so that we can get a proper install of the windows, flashing properly, and then the siding back on so that everything is water appropriate, running down from the top to the bottom. The third most common question that we get when replacing windows is, are vinyl windows a quality product? And the answer is yes. So the vinyl windows of my grandfather's era are not the vinyl windows of today. They are a 30-year plus product, but there's factors that are important, such as the brand and the quality of the product, of course, the installation, and the final factor is the maintenance of the window. If I take care of my windows for the duration of that 30 years, then I'm gonna have a window that operates for that amount of time. So the answer to the question is, we really want to make sure that we're buying a window that is a quality product, such as Provia or others that are similar. Make sure the installation methods are proper, and yes, you will have a great quality vinyl window for the duration of the 30-year period. The fourth most common question that we get when replacing windows is, are wood-clad windows better than vinyl windows? And the answer is both are a great product. Usually people pick wood-clad windows when they're trying to match interior wood elements to a wood window, because with wood-clad window, we can choose different species of wood like oak, maple, alder that matches the interior. Maybe it's the flooring or the trim or even the cabinets on the inside. Whereas someone else who doesn't have a dominant wooden interior to their home and for more of a paint grade finish, they may choose vinyl options because they have a bigger selection of paint on those window options that is going to jive better with the inside. So the fifth most common question that we get when replacing windows is, and maybe the hardest one to answer, what will it cost to replace my windows? So there is such a thing as an average cost of per window replacement, and that could be $450 to $750 per window. But there are many variables that come into the equation, such as, am I going to do a replacement window that doesn't include trim or paint, versus am I going to do a new home construction window where I'm going to take off all of the siding on the outside and the trim and the paint on the inside. Other items that drive the price include, is it a vinyl window or is it a wood-clad window? Wood-clad windows do tend to be more expensive due to the species of wood that we're actually using in that window product, whereas vinyl windows are a little bit cheaper, the base level of the material. So if we're using a vinyl window, it could certainly be cheaper, but if we're using a vinyl window that on a 3-story home, it could actually be more expensive than a wood-clad window replacement on a ranch home. So what that means is all these variables play a part in what the overall price is. It's cheaper when it's a ranch home and we don't have as many things going on in the interior, and it's more expensive the higher the home is and the harder it is to reach those windows to replace them and any scope that happens on the interior. So I'd like to use an example of 2 projects that happened last year. One was in Clark Summit and one was in Factoryville. The Factoryville home was 3 stories and the Clark Summit home was 1 story. The Factoryville home had the same number of windows, but cost $10,000 more than the home in Clark Summit, and that was strictly due to the height restrictions that we dealt with on the factory-built home, needing to set up scaffolding and just taking the extra time that it took to reach the windows and get them replaced. So that's a really great example of how two homes could literally be the same number of windows, but cost significantly different because of how difficult it is to reach the windows where they're being replaced. So there you have it. Everything that you need to know before replacing your windows. We get that your home isn't just a house, it's a legacy you're building for future generations. If you want to ensure your window replacement is done right the first time with craftsmanship that will last for decades, click the link in the description to visit our website and schedule a consultation with us. We'll walk you through every step of the process and make sure that your home gets the quality that it deserves. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more content that helps you protect and enhance your home. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.